Hey, what's up? I actually managed to beat this guy yesterday, which was kind of insane to me. I didn't think I was gonna do it. I actually think I was ready to give up by the end of it, but I'm really impressed by myself that I did this. So I thought I would look at the recording I did of it, since I haven't looked at it at all yet, and just talk about it as I'm going over it. So yeah, just get started. I started the recording like 2 minutes into the fight, just because I forgot that I wasn't actually recording. So yeah, but we didn't really miss much. Literally, all I did was like sneak attack him when he wasn't seeing me, and then I may have thrown down a vine trap. I don't know. Either way, you didn't miss much. All you got to know from like that part is like sneak attacks are fucking amazing and like really important almost in this fight. Like you need to use every advantage you got in this fight to actually make it through. And yeah, I managed to by like a hair's thread. I feel like I was able to get it through it. Um, but yeah, sneak attacks are amazing. Like if you are moving to a new area, definitely get a sneak attack in. I think I'm about to do that in this next little session. But even if I can even use the Gilly Mantle to get in a sneak attack after I like refresh myself. So any of those little advantages that you can take, very, very useful. Vine Trap, I mean, of course, you're gonna want to use the Vine Trap. But like, yeah, first few attempts, I really wasn't using the sneak attacks, and it's like, I don't know, I wasn't looking at the number at the time, but it's like 200 damage maybe. Either way, it's a lot. Like anything in the hundreds right at this point, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, he's going to a supercharge mode. I'm just gonna tank the nuke. God, that's the scariest part. And then I'm gonna heal up from that. Feel fucking like a badass when you do that though. Just like grit your teeth and go ugh, ugh, ugh on that huge nuke that he has. And like so many of his moves can just one-shot you. So it's especially scary in that way too. Hey, and then he goes right into the vine trap. One of the things that I had to learn was like not to overthink these vine traps. Like at the beginning I was like, come over here, come on, like trying to lead him in. But really like just starting the scenario with like the vine trap. Oh, and here's the command grab that I'm get out of. You can dodge them, but I just never got the tell. Like I never really picked up the read on that. And I managed to make it through. As long as you got your throwing knives on, or a flash pod, like you can get out of it pretty damage free. But if you don't have full health, you're gonna get dead. But yeah, the tail's super scary. You don't think about the tail that much, so I get caught unaware by it. I'm always looking at those chains. Like that's like the main thing that you want to be looking at most of the time. And yeah, the beta's over. Like, I'm not really like doing this to give guidance up for anybody. It's just kind of like a post-match review for me. Post game, like you know, like a football when they review the match. Except I'm probably not going to be analyzing this as much as they would. Wound breaks, wound damages. I like try to take those as much as I can, but I'm not trying to force anything. I'm not trying to like reach for anything. I'm just like doing those mid thrusts whenever I can. The mid thrusts are really like short. You can kind of like spam it a bunch, but the you know the cooldown on it, the the animation coming out of the attack is much shorter. So I can either put up my shield, I can roll, I can I have more time to react like that. I can react to like what he's doing while I'm still putting in damage. And I got a little flinch on him. That's always good to see. Got like his elemental power up gone, whatever that is. That was pretty cool. You can I don't do it here, but you can block his roars with the lance. Like the lance is crazy. And then yeah, getting out of this command grab. I tried to like dodge them, but just there's no I don't know. I just didn't get it, but luckily it didn't luckily I guess it didn't matter in this one. Like if I just have the tools, like Like, the worst is like, oh, I don't have my throwing knives equipped. Well, I can't do anything while he's command grabbing me, and now I'm dead. It's really devastating. So, yeah. I'm not super experienced with the lance. Mostly, I was just like, I can't get out of this. I gotta find a weapon that works for this. And so, yeah, I switched to lance. My second weapon on this is the bow. I really love the bow. In my like first few attempts, I was really like trying to switch between the bow and the lance. Oh, we got a power clash. Yeah. And there's that Doshugama's might. I'm getting like, I don't know what the difference is on those damage compared to like when I didn't have it, but hopefully it did something. I mean, obviously it did something. That's literally the ability, but like, it's just not enough for me to be like, oh wow, that's making a huge difference in the middle of the fight. I can't believe I blocked that. Thank God the cat's taking aggro, so I can whiff a bunch. Yeah. I'm just gonna hold that, block that, just because I've tried to roll out of that so many times, and just by a hair's thread, I will get hit by it, and that'll just be the end of me. I know I died twice in this fight, and by the end of it, I was literally like, man, I'm not gonna win this. I don't want to do this again. You know what? Arkveld's too hard. I'm just, you know, it's fine. And then I got it 3 seconds into the end of the fight. The timer limit is 20 minutes, and I got 3 seconds off of that. It was insane to me. I didn't believe it at first. So, pretty proud of myself for this one. He's roaring, he's mad, he's got a wound on his head. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of that when I can. He's doing that, blocking. It's just like persistent damage whenever I can. I was trying to get like persistent damage from the bow by using the poison coating, but it was like 10 damage every like 2 seconds. And I feel like my peppering on the mid thrust just overall does more damage than the like status effects of the poison coating. Like, the bow is strong. It's got a lot of cool moves. Like, it's definitely my favorite ranged weapon, but it was just not enough for this. So I primarily focused on the lance entirely in this one. And dude, the wound breaks, sometimes you can get them to interrupt like a movie's doing. So nice. It's so nice to just be like, oh, yeah, you're gonna kill me? Actually, no. Very cool. I don't know. I'm looking for health, I think. Some of those vitality flowers. And they're not there. And this is 10 minutes in. And, like, honestly, at this point, I was thinking, I haven't done enough damage. I'm not, like, getting enough, like, into him at this point. Like, 10 minutes. And obviously, I'm going to try to get the rockfall. I don't know if I get it. Let's see. Do I get it? Nope. Big whiff. Oh, wait, no, wait. I did it. He's down. I didn't see a big damage number, but he's, he looks pretty upset, so obviously something happened. And then Ray Dow's in here, coming from behind me, just, you know, being very helpful. And the turf war is nice. You want to let them turf war it out, because obviously, Arkveld is kind of like fucking up Ray Dow in most of these turf wars. But any amount of damage that Arkveld can get is good. And dude, the immediate blocking ability that you can use on the shield, and yeah, I didn't block that one. I was trying to get another mid thrust in there, I think. But yeah, going from completely sheathed on the weapon to full block stance, very quick. I'm not sure like how quick, but it's impressively quick. Like, much faster than actually like pressing like an attack button and pulling it out. So that's helpful when I'm trying to heal up and I see an attack coming. I tried to get like a mount there, but there's no way. And then I get absolutely destroyed for it. So he's drooling. That's usually a good sign that I'm at least getting somewhere with the damage. And he's gonna do his command grab. I got my throwing knife, so we're okay. Eventually he's gonna move to that like upper area up in the mountain where the 3 pillars are. That was the 3 pillars is kind of what I suspect was the winning part of this for me. I missed one of the pillars, but I got 2, and I think that did it. I think that did the most amount of damage that you can. But the area of effect on like how the pillars fall down is really narrow. You really have to actually be precise about how you, or I guess, the timing for the you know, hitting the pillars. And man, does it feel good to counter those. Like, Lance is really fun. I want to play, like, Greatsword more, just because, like, the offset swings are really cool. I want to get that. I was doing that with the Catacabra. Man, it's really fun. Really fun. So, yeah, here we go. It's moving to the new area up in the mountain. Oh, actually, this is a good point. One of the things I learned was to pre-set up, like, my camps. So, like, I already planned a camp to be up there in Area 4. So I just quickly go there, and like I'm practically waiting for him to show up. I think just in this moment, I go to the pillar that he's about to land in, because he lands right underneath it, and I'm like, there you go, perfect. He moves really quick too. Like he can quickly get out of the way of the pillars, so you really want to be careful with just the timing on when you are gonna pull those. I sheathed, I should have blocked there. Then somehow I got out of that. Is this the one I missed? This is the one I miss, yeah. And then I'm like, shit, man. I can't believe I just missed that. This isn't going well for me. I was very upset. And then he's coming for me. I watch it. Luckily, I don't know where he was aiming there, honestly. But it works out great for me. Just laying on the damage. Oh yeah, I just noticed my weapon durability going down to yellow. That was another thing I was really trying to focus on, but ultimately was to my detriment, was trying to get my weapon back up to green. Because especially with a weapon like the lance, you're going to be like just eating through your durability. And the time spent like sharpening really matters in this. Like it's so time sensitive, this fight, that like taking a break is kind of a big cost to you at this point. So yeah, leaving it at yellow. If it's going down to red, like definitely sharpen it, but like I'm not too worried about the sharpness at this point. Like it's just, as long as I'm getting more damage on, that's fine. So he's probably gonna move to the next area soon. Yeah, 5 minutes left. I'm like, man, this doesn't feel good. I'm not like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't think I actually had enough amount of damage, but it's really hard to tell, honestly. Just hammering in as much as I can. He's gonna use his tail. Yup. Block that. Oh, big stagger. The staggers are a really good indicator of how well you're doing, I feel like. I can't believe that. I feel like I blocked that. Like I could see like the shield light up in that, but maybe I was just a little bit too late. Oh, here's the ghillie suit and the secret attack, just like I was saying. Really nice. I didn't look at the damage number again, but I'm assuming it's big, because I mean it's gotta be big, right? Another block. It's coming in. He's kind of like doing pretty repetitive moves at this point, so I'm doing okay. He's kind of giving me some of these, honestly. I see that wound. I'm trying to get it. Yep, that's me trying to reach for that wound. Although it works out, thankfully, in this this case. Luckily, he whiffs that, or I would have gotten hit. He's got to be leaving soon. I'm assuming, right? He goes to 2 different areas, and the last area that I actually like cap him on is an area I never have seen him travel to. But there's the second death. But yeah, maybe I've never reached that damage threshold until that point. So either way, I'm not feeling great about the fight. I'm less than 5 minutes in, and I don't know how well I'm doing. I'm assuming he's about to leave. I think this is, yeah. Oh wow, I got the mount. I think this is the first mount I got in this fight. The main thing I was trying to focus with the mount was like getting a wound onto like the head or the body, and then using the weapon attack to like get a nice like finisher. You get a little like cinematic finisher that I think does a lot of damage. Let's see. 100 damage and then 74 from I guess something else. So still pretty fucking good. Now he's down and I'm just wailing. Just wailing. Yeah, my cat just said it's looking weak. And I'm like, yeah, but how weak? Like, weak enough to capture? And I learned later on that that is not the case. He's just weak. He's not cap ready. Although, in Monster Hunter World, or some of the other games, there was a little, like, dragon, like, icon. Yeah, like that little red dragon icon next to his icon. If that like starts like the mouth going like like opening and closing, usually I thought that was the indicator for like it being like capturable. But, you know, I don't know. Here I see I have 1:46 minutes left, so I'm like just last hoping that this is enough based on what my cat was saying. And then I try to trank bomb him. Come on. Yep. Then he gets trank bombed. I throw down like 3 trank bombs, I think. Like, and this is where my hope is at like its lowest. Like I am like, there's no way. Oh, I only throw down 2. I'm like, this is where I'm at my lowest. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna get this one. It's just gonna like, he's just gonna time out, and I don't want to do this again. I've done it like over 20 times. Like I don't like I lost, and this was on the last day of the beta too. So I was just kind of like, this is it. So it felt really, really good to get this through, actually. I felt very just accomplished, proud of myself. It was pointless, you know, it's just a video game, but man, honest to God, the euphoria of beating this guy, better than drugs. Better than any kind of drug. Like, and that's just for my frame of reference of not doing many drugs. Like, I don't know really, but like, boy, it was amazing. So yeah, he's going to the Ray Dow area, like, the first time I've ever seen this before. And literally, I'm like, 20 seconds, dude. I'm literally just going to time out on the way here. Like, literally, I'm ready to give up. Like, literally, I was just like, this is it. I'm done. Like, I've been trying so hard. Like, it's crazy to me that this actually worked. This is the most incredible part. I put down the shock trap. I put down the trank bomb again. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the last 2 trank bombs that I put on him on that area beforehand, like, accumulated onto that last trank bomb, because I only put down 1 trank bomb during this section, and usually he takes at least 2, or at least most monsters take at least 2, from what I remember. So there's quest complete, dude. Quest complete, man. Oh, that felt so good. I'm so happy to just, like, see this and see that guy snoozing. So yeah, that was the Arkveld fight in the Monster Hunter beta. I'm really looking forward to the actual game launching. And I don't think that I will fight anybody as hard as this. Or at least anybody who is as hard as this that I can't just, like, you know, upgrade my gear, make it easier in some way. Like, look at that. 3 seconds! 19:57:45, dude. Like, man, it could be closer, but like, by how much? Like, that is as close as I like as I could be willing to put it towards. And honestly, I wasn't even willing. I was just like a last final attempt. And then Alma here giving me props. Dude, her saying like, you're pretty good. Thank you, Alma. Thank you. Yeah, no. Alma, I got your back. Don't worry. So yeah. Whoops. Sorry, I got cut off there. But yeah. I was just gonna say thank you. Take care. If you watch this video, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Bye-bye.